So, as a PC nerd, I have to make at least one video with a tech theme. So here we go. I've had a plenty of computers, tablets, drawing tablets, phones, but my hands were growing from the and most of my tablets were like $20 Chinese, no name ones, of course very cheap. So they all went broke someday. Maybe that's cause I'm very poor and all I have to do is to suck. So, I wanna share a sad story about how they all fucking died. In an accident, of course. So here we fucking go. At first, before receiving burn, my mom bought a Dell-inspired laptop, which my mom used most of the time since like I was able to read and stuff at the age of I don't know, probably 4, but all I was interested in is playing Angry Birds and play with LPS. I didn't have iPad back then, I'm not an iPad kid, I was too broke, but you can fix it by commissions. But in 2009, my mom bought an office PC with a fucking deadass AMD Athlon CPU with a 210 graphic card with a fucking 2GB of RAM. It wasn't the worst choice back then, but meh, probably could been better. So I was discovering YouTube, and as a fucking obsessed with MLB, Furby, and LPS child, I found some channels with animation memes with Furbies. Yeah, and all I did was those cringy as fuck animations recorded on a fucking camera. But after some time, I discovered Bandicam, found Movie Maker, and the quality of my content got a little bit better. But in the summer 2015, the Dell laptop fucking died. You know why? Because my father spilled a fucking beer on the laptop, and it died. My mom still had a PC though, and at least I was able to play games on it, in 5 FPS or so, but my parents only let me use PC at nights. So that's why I can't fix my sleep schedule no matter what I do. So, one summer in 2017, my father hired a computer master to fix the laptop. I found his acting really weird. He called me a 5 years old even though I was much older. The fuck? And he did nothing. Like, the laptop was able to enter BIOS, but it died after trying to enter the system itself. So he told us that the BIOS bytecode died and my father had to replace it. So he did, and nothing happened. After some time, my father told me that this guy was just a random drug addict. The fuck? Okay, so my mom went to a service center and they told her that nope, there's no way to fix it, it's dead. I still have a photo with my cringy ass bunny drawings on it. Nah, and I had to use this shitty ass PC at night. So a short time passed, my mom got a laptop at work. A fucking cellular laptop with 2GB of RAM, which is even worse than that one PC, since they upgraded the RAM amount. Upgraded to 3GB of RAM. Man, how do I have to use it? Meanwhile, I have 24 now. So I've been using it for a year and a half, and then in 2019, my father got another cellular 2GB of RAM laptop on his work. At least it didn't have that HDMI. I mean, I made some videos on it and stuff, but then on some winter day, I spilled a fucking tea on my laptop. It survived though. And they upgraded the RAM amount for it, so I had 4 instead of 2GB. And it became faster, just a little, but for a younger me it was fair enough. So all the corona stuff, and the quarantine, and the isolation, it was all okay for me, I didn't care at all. So I didn't care because I didn't go outside. All I did was watching Supernatural and draw edgy stuff. So, and then it died again because of the fucking keyboard. And I wasn't able to replace it with an external one because I couldn't find it in my house. In fact, I did find it later. So I was sad as fuck, I literally got depressed and my profile pictures looked like this. But the other reason why I did not recover it before was because of this fucking keyboard that stuck and the BIOS was like a fucking siren. My head was so shaky you wouldn't imagine, but it was recovered and I had to use it. And then the HDD of my main laptop was slowly dying and the power unit died in the summer of 2022. But it recovered very quickly, but I wasn't using it much. But the most interesting part is that in March 2023 my brother suddenly brought a PC, which me and my friend decided to upgrade. It had an Athlon CPU, GT610 and 1GB of RAM, and a dead Windows XP. Well, the only time I've had Windows XP on a PC and it was dead. I'm a fucking zoomer. True zoomer experience. So we upgraded into GT 550 Ti, hot as fucking Phoenix, and 6GB of RAM, and installed an SSD. And I managed to play Genshin, to draw and to animate, and to studio and to edit videos. And I've had a rectangle screen. Yes, in 2023. It was a fucking suffer, but at least I had a screen tablet. It helped me so much. And then the story about how a fucking middle school student scammed me on a fucking 1155 socket motherboard. It's impossible, you'd say, but it happened. The fact that he sold it for me with a 2nd gen i3 CPU, which was working, but the motherboard itself didn't. And this guy just deleted his profile, and it was my bad that I decided to buy a second-hand auto motherboard instead of buying a new one. I was in a low budget. I was a fucking teenager. And then my father sent me $250 on a PC upgrade. By the way, I got my money back. I doxed him. Joking, I just told my friend to call him and just pretend he's my father. Like, let's not talk about it. I doxed a fucking guy who was a middle schooler. I was crying just for my mom to buy me a good graphic card, and now I have 1070. Also, I had to sell all my laptops to buy a fucking power unit and a motherboard for my PC. So comment the video and leave a like if you want another part of me telling about my phones, tablets, drawing tablets, or suggest ideas. Come watch my streams on Twitch and YouTube, by the way, and subscribe for my content.